Well, hey there folks, welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here. Apologies for having my camera at this ridiculous angle. I'm inside Purecraft in Birmingham, home of Purity Brewing. The only reason I've got it at this angle is because I'm literally spending the night in Birmingham in an Airbnb because I've got work tomorrow in the morning. So I'm literally just going to have a few cheeky beers. So I thought while I was here, I thought I'd review this. And this is Purity Brewing's Longhorn IPA. It's an unfiltered IPA coming in at 5.5%. I've got 2/3 of it here with the Purecraft logo on the glass. I'm not quite sure how the sound and the visual is going to come out on this video. This is my brand new phone. And I really love my old phone, but it doesn't charge anymore, it's knackered. Right, anyway, this is the beer in the glass. Try and do a bit of laser vision with it. Just the angle of that, I'll tell you. Laser vision, look at that, So it's quite dark. It's more of a, there you go, put it up into the light a bit more. It's a dark amber sort of ready colour. It does actually state that it does include rye, so it's a rye IPA. It's not going to be a New England IPA. It's a rye IPA. You don't see rye IPAs anymore. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's give it a whiff, see what we can sniff. Hope you can hear me with all the noise in the background. The rye is really coming through. It's like a dry peppery bread. Get a little bit of grapefruit, citrus peel, maybe a little bit of pine as well. And a little bit. This is how the rye and maybe the American hops, I'm pretty sure it's American hop brewed. Have a look, go on puritybrewing.com and have a look at the Longhorn IPA. It's still like a lot of places now actually. It's really grown in popularity. But as well as the sort of malty bready rye and then the citrus peel, you're also getting like a berry vibe from it. So I'm thinking mosaic in it maybe, I don't know. Let's give it a try, bottoms up down the hatch. Cheers. Oh, it's really dry. You can tell it's definitely rye. The rye bread comes through. It's really dry. Some bitterness on the back end. I remember first having this, I'll tell you where I first had this. First had this in a bar in Stratford-upon-Avon. I thought it was amazing. I think I've only had it once or twice since. But I do know that a lot of bars are starting to stock this in keg. But you usually get it, if you have a look at the shore, it's almost like a German beer glass, a pint glass, and they always serve it in that. And that's why I ordered the 2/3. I like to jig it, I like to whip it. It's a different take on an IPA. Definitely a different take on an IPA. It's not juicy, it's quite dry. Really dry and tart in the finish at the back end. And it's interesting because this evening I've had a pint of lager in the German market, then I've had the session IPA, and then I've had this. And we go to Somar Brewing after this. Probably have maybe one 2/3 or two of theirs, and then I'm going to go to sleep. I had a burger in the German market as well. All very expensive now. Well, I think everything's expensive in it. Very, very different to IPAs that I've had of late. But it's a rye IPA. Laser vision now. Trying to figure out where I think the camera's there. That's where the camera is. And I'm really looking at the screen. I'm really bad at looking at the screen. So these new videos I'm going to do on this new phone, they're all going to be terrible until I get used to this new phone, where the camera is, how it works. I'll tell you what's not terrible, this beer, pretty good. Definitely the rye bread comes through, definitely. It's dry, rye bread, like granary rye bread, malty. Bitterness at the back end. It just counteracts, because I had the German lager in the German market earlier. That was quite lemony and peppery spicy. This isn't, it's a total different kind of bitterness. So it's taken a bit for a palate to adjust, to get used to it. But it's a good beer. It's a really good beer. I've had it a few times, and it's actually, as I said before, I'm starting to learn that these craft beers, they do serve them too cold, you know. So I'm trying to warm it up a bit, trying to get a bit more out of it, and I'm really starting to get a bit more out of it now in the aroma. The session IPA I just had was actually quite good, because I think they served it in a glass that had just been washed, so the glass was quite warm, so the beer wasn't as cold. I know that sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? Serving beer in a warm glass. But it was just lovely. Flavoursome, it's beautiful. This is very cold. Maybe it does need to warm up a little bit more to get the most out of the rye. It's a rye IPA, but it's a lovely beer. I can't fault it. I'm really getting used to that sort of bitterness at the back of the palate now, along with the dry breadiness of the rye. I do genuinely hope you can all hear me, by the way, on these videos. Otherwise it's going to be a complete waste of your time. I like that. It's good. I'll give that 2 thumbs up. I like it. It's really good. Body-wise, it's sort of medium-ish. It's a 5.5% IPA. It's with rye, it's not necessarily with malt. Oats, sorry. Decent. You'd rather look at that than me, wouldn't you? I just did a review from here. Yeah, 2 thumbs up from me, like that. If you ever see it, come across it, get it. Purity Brewing, Longhorn IPA, 5.5%. It's just not going to blow your head up. Like, share, subscribe if you want to do those things. We'll see you next time. Watch out for now, people. Ta-ra.